pretty dominant performance by our first group offensively, and pretty dominant performance by our first group defensively. We've been ones-on-ones all camp, and then this last scrimmage you usually like to mix it up a little bit. And the whole scrimmage was our first team defense on the second O, and the first O versus the second D. And both groups dominated the scrimmage, with the exception of overtime. The second groups won the overtime competition, so they punched it in for a touchdown, and the first groups got a field goal. But worked good overtime, worked a lot of 2 minutes, worked a lot of special clock situations, just trying to kind of get everybody ready for anything that could happen, both sides of the ball. Did a lot of kicking today, a lot of return, a lot of field goals. Cannot say enough good things about Greg Hugel. I've learned his name, and I even know how to spell it. H-E-U-G-E-L, Hugel. So really proud of him. Really proud of him. He was as bad as he was the last time he was in the stadium. He didn't handle that very well. He was impressive today. Had about 4 game winners. Kicked a 53-yarder to win the game right there at the end. He's as we start our game prep tomorrow, he's the guy that will start for us at kicker. He's earned that in camp. Proud of him. Spence competed hard, but right now we're at a point where we've got to make decisions and move forward, and really pleased with what I've seen out of that young man. So right now he gives us the best chance to win. Has been outside of the one day that he had in this stadium. He's really been outstanding. So happy for him, and we'll start making sure all those reps are divvied up the way they need to be moving forward, and start building that continuity like we want. Teasdale had a solid day, but a lot of good things. Gallman ran the ball well. First group offensive line was impressive, especially in the running game. Deshaun was sharp. We rested Sharon and Mike a good bit. They got some reps, but we really wanted to strain those young guys. And for the most part, they did a good job. Ray did not have a good day. Just first day, he kind of looked like a freshman today. He said he didn't eat all day, so that's not a good way to get yourself ready for practice. But he's had an incredible camp. Today wasn't one of his better days. But, overall, a lot of good things that we're going to be able to learn from this tape. But it kind of went like I hoped it would go. I really feel good about both first groups, and I think both of them are walking off the field with some confidence today. But in order for us to be a great team, in order for us to be an elite team, we kind of exposed some of those backups today, and they got a little dose of reality as far as where they need to be. And so that's the goal, is to get them ready as fast as we can, and the way our schedule sets up with an early open date, by the time we get into that middle of the season, we've got a bunch of these young guys that are going to be able to help us down the stretch.
Your linebackers in terms of how you see them. Obviously, you got the 2 guys that are your starters, but who do you think will be the next 2 or 3 guys?
I couldn't even tell you. Honestly, I have no idea. I only got a couple of guys.
Yeah.
How many? You know who they are. Just list them out.
How many I got
2.
You can scheme
So
around.
put everybody else together, whoever else there is, put them all together. They're not ready to play winning football.
You can scheme if you had to. If you have an injury, you could probably scheme around some of that with some of the other guys you've got, right?
Throw some voodoo on them. Yep. I get an injury, like to who? Like Bulwer or Goodsey?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, somebody else got to get ready to play. Like I say, next man up.
Have you tried to draft anybody else to help?
No.
No.
It's like drafting somebody for quarterback.
Yeah.
Try that. And I'm good. No, I'm not that good. Coaching backers. And Aiken's not the answer today. He's just another body.
He's just another part of that. But what about your rotation on the line? How many guys do you think are going to be in that mix?
5 inside, probably 4 for sure. Maybe a 5th, and then at the end,